which they don't show anything. It's like literally just a shot from
Is it buck or butt?
Either way. She's naked.
Well, I always say butt naked. Is it buck naked?
I'm sure it's butt naked.
Okay.
But isn't it a buck naked man?
I actually think you can.
There's a buck naked man.
I'm literally
butt
asking.
naked or buck
naked.
Naked in Thailand.
It's probably both.
People in Thailand do not walk around butt naked or buck naked in public.
Sorry.
Public decency laws.
I like that. Hey, look, here's buck naked.
It is.
I thought it was both.
Both, yeah. I knew it. Why? I was just asking.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Mamalukes podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Luke.
I'm Maya.
I'm Matt.
I'm Virginia.
And this week, fun fact. Go ahead. What do you got? You're Matt? That's later. All right.
That's more accurate.
Wow. What a week we'll do. Just, she needed buttons to push, or my buttons, I guess.
She needed physical buttons to push your buttons.
I'd push your buttons any day.
I feel like that's your cue to be like.
Well, we suck at the intro.
Yeah, this episode we're discussing the movie Tony, which came out a week ago, but it's actually coming out a week from today. Yeah. And another edition of Luke's Tech News and Stuff.
You're fired.
Including recent changes on YouTube and some Disney Plus and TikTok news from last week. There's no fun fact. Man, you're confusing everybody. They're expecting all these fun things. We're apparently getting questions wrong.
I'm having fun.
Virginia has no fun facts prepared.
How do you know that? You don't know that?
I see no fun facts prepared in this blank paper.
Well, the buzzer's gone off twice.
I didn't put it in there.
Anything.
Great, Matt. I get a dirty look now.
But
Thanks.
First, Spider-Man in IMAX.
So I was going to take Claire to go see the Odyssey in IMAX. And last week, they finally dropped Spider-Man in IMAX. And they took the Odyssey out of the IMAX theater. So she said she wanted to see Spider-Man because she wanted to see the Man-Spider.
How did that
go? She really liked the movie.
Was she disappointed that she didn't really get to see the Man-Spider? What
Yeah.
did she have to say about that?
She was just like, oh, they went a different route. I mean, she was that easily appeased. But yeah, she kept talking about it the whole drive. So I bought tickets and we went and seen it in IMAX. I will say I don't see a huge difference between the XD screen and the IMAX screen.
Is it just wider? Is it bigger?
It's bigger.
Bigger?
Is it thicker?
I feel like
I didn't know it could get that big.
I feel like this is deja vu.
Is it thicker?
But we didn't have the D-box seats, so there's no D-box seats in IMAX. But yeah, no, I mean, I stayed awake, and saw it twice and still managed to stay awake. Didn't really pick up anything that
you missed the first time.
Yeah. I will say that Claire got up right when the Punisher was about to shoot Jean Grey. And she was like, I just can't hold it anymore. I got to go to the bathroom. She ran out of the theater and stuff. And she made it back before he actually fired the shot because that's how long that scene with Aunt May is.
That's saying something too.
Yeah. Because she takes
a while.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, still good. I didn't dislike it anymore. I didn't like it anymore. So it stays pretty much on par.
Do you feel like the D-box seats added a lot?
No, because I still, like we talked about, like it was cool for the web swaying, but other than that, it was off-putting on the music and stuff like that. And there just wasn't enough action to warrant needing the D-box seats, I don't think. So yeah, it is what it is, but yeah, so that was okay.
When we went, the guy sitting next to Luke looked like Link Neal from Good Mythical Morning.
Oh, Rhett and Link. Link, yeah. This guy. on the right.
Yeah, he looked dead like him.
Yeah, you kept showing me a picture trying to get me to agree with you on that.
And
Kind of.
Kind of.
I don't think it was as
If you squint.
spot on as she said.
that's like
He
when
was definitely a bigger human being than that guy.
A bigger human being.
that's like when I played volleyball.
I think both of those guys are actually like 6'4", 6'5" or something.
Really? The one on the right's the same height?
I think
Okay.
That's interesting.
on camera, yeah, you wouldn't know, but like,
No, we can roll with that. I mean, it just,
That's like
Yeah, I'd have
at
to find
volleyball
it.
this week, I played against another team and there was a guy on the team where like I was so distracted because every time I would look at him, I'd be like, he looks exactly like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. And everybody I asked,
Okay.
I was like, have you seen Game of Thrones? And most of the people said no. So I
Yeah,
couldn't even verify that was legit.
the guy on the left is way bigger.
That's what she said.
He's 5 inches taller.
That's
so.
what she said.
I didn't
Okay.
know that he could get that
6'7".
big.
6'7".
That's just pissed. Somebody's taller than him.
No.
And linked it 6'2".
He doesn't. He can still reach stuff on the top shelf, so he's fine.
We all have our uses, I guess. We'll find one for you.
I'll get that bottom shelf. You won't even need to bend down. I'll just already that low.
I mean, you're both 6'3", so I figured you
Yeah.
could
That's true
just
too. Yeah.
get the
My
same
arms must be
things.
longer.
Yeah. What other adventures did you have, Matt?
Oh, yeah. So I finally got my truck back. Yeah. After
That's
3 weeks
good.
of dealing with Geico.
AI.
Geico AI. And they finally sent a physical person out. And then 3 days later, I got my truck back. So, almost 2 full weeks of waiting for a person to actually appear.
Right.
So people do work for Geico still. It's apparently not enough to actually service all of their customers because he was not a friendly person and he was very stressed out.
Mm.
So
He's the only one who works for Geico.
yeah,
There's only one
that's
left.
the way he made it seem. He was the only person in Northeast Ohio that works for Geico. So,
And he still only makes $20 an hour.
yeah. So I got my truck and the first time I got on the highway, what happened?
That was bad.
I got a rock chip.
Ah,
In your windshield?
Yep. As soon as I got my truck back, get on the highway and get a rock chip.
He sent me a picture, and
I was nowhere near anybody.
Next
I
on
was just in
is
that-
Matt's new truck cursed.
It might be either that or it's the dark cloud that follows me. But yeah, so couldn't believe that I got it back. And then, so really weird things happened. Like they put my running boards, they put one of the 2 running boards on my truck and then left them, the new one and the old one that got brushed with the tire, back in the box and put them back in the back of my truck. And then they didn't have the weather stripping for the back door and they won't have it until the 27th. So they gave me my truck back, but I still have to take it back and get the weather stripping put back on the door. So it's not over.
It's never over.
you should tell him, hey, you guys missed this rock chip.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The rock chip definitely happened from the accident. No, luckily with my insurance, I don't have to pay for anything smaller than a $1 bill.
Okay.
So, but I have to make an appointment and take it in and
Yeah.
the whole deal. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it doesn't spread by then.
Yeah, that's never any fun.
Don't want it to get bigger.
We don't want it to get that big.
You were like, hope it doesn't spread.
So listener comments. So I mentioned last week we were on an uptrend with our famous short about DVD cars.
Did it continue?
If I can click the right buttons, let me go back here.
Alicia can.
No.
Oh, wow. We did go up again. Another 2,000 views.
Yep. So yeah, last week we were at 29,000. Now we're at 30,250.
No,
But
1,000
yeah,
views.
um,
Somebody commenting because I can't do math.
no, this was a very generic comment,
Rage
which
bait.
was kind of off base, but it just said, watching on composite, of course, results in the image being blurry, but sharp when using RGB. So now we're talking
Cables.
composite versus component, RGB.
What's RGB?
Red, green,
Component.
blue.
What is it?
So let's do some show and tell.
Red, green, blue.
Oh,
So this is composite.
Red,
which
green,
is
blue.
Video left and right,
Yes.
or right and left, whichever.
I believe R for right and red.
Left, right. Oh, right. Okay. That makes sense.
Luke's dick news and stuff.
No, we're not
You
there
know?
yet. And then I dropped
he's
all
not
the other
cable
cables.
guy.
I'm the cable guy.
This is what kills me.
We have an HDMI cable, which is not part of this conversation.
Unless you're watching it on Blu-ray.
I'm glad Virginia looked. He's gonna murder me. See, that's
Okay,
what
so
it
before
was.
the podcast, she asked me, what could I do that would make me or make you want to murder me?
No,
And
she
she's trying
asked
to
you.
push all
be
the
fair-
buttons to
to be
figure out.
She
fair,
asked you.
I did ask you that.
Okay, well, you're the one that's still
To be fair.
trying to figure out
I'm
what
just-
it is.
I'm just pushing buttons.
That's not a button.
So what's
That's my ass.
What's a composite cable?
Yeah.
All right, let's restart this segment.
So we got a comment saying watching on
Wait.
composite, of course, results in image being blurry, but sharp when using RGB.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
so,
it be the other way around?
No, composite is this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Composite is your yellow, white, red.
Okay.
Component is your RGB, white, red. Which, you got 3 cables for video instead of 1.
Right.
So that's how that works. The more cables, the better.
I still don't think it's as sharp as Blu-ray. I don't think a DVD is ever going to have the
No.
quality of a Blu-ray. I don't know why people are arguing this.
So component could go up to like a 1080p signal.
Okay.
So it can compete with HDMI up to 1080p.
Okay.
But yeah, once you start getting into 4K, like a Blu-ray could.
I would like to now buy the DVD and the Blu-ray and put them on 2 TVs, one with those cables and one with a Blu-ray, and just prove the point.
We
Right.
have a Blu-ray player upstairs.
Yeah. I feel you can run a Blu-ray off of an Xbox or a PlayStation or all kinds of stuff. I just need to find a CRT TV that I can hook.
Right. Yeah. Good luck. Well,
You're in luck.
there's certain places you could find them.
There's
Yeah, we know about the video store that has VHS players.
which one?
The one you told us about.
I didn't tell you about this one.
Oh,
Oh, okay. There's another one. All right.
That was a bar.
Well, there's a place in Massillon that sells VHS tapes and TVs.
There is a TV repair shop on 619.
Okay.
That place is what I was talking about.
You think he'll let us borrow one?
I don't know. What else does he
Rent
have
one?
going on?
Nobody else is buying it. If
Yeah.
he's got one, we just go in there and rent one.
He wants $9 million.
Let's go
for
make
it.
him a deal.
It's the only one. $9
It's the only
million.
CRT TV that still works in all of Northeast Ohio.
right. Yeah. Hopefully that store isn't like a front for something and
Oh, it
it
definitely
doesn't actually
is.
sell anything.
It has to be. Because, like everything closed during COVID, but, how did that stay open?
He kept
How many
repairing
people-
TVs.
How many people are getting their TVs repaired? No. Matt, you're going out and buying a new one? Luke?
No.
Depends what it
I
is.
fixed a couple power supplies.
If
different
it's a
things like
power
that,
supply,
yeah.
somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm selling this for $30." I'd be like, "What's wrong with it?" Power.
The one on my
Snatch it
patio
right up.
finally has a line in it.
You're snatching it right up.
Yeah, I did that once.
We've been together for 2 years. I've never seen you snatch it up.
Snatch up a TV. I'll hang on to this awkward
you gonna
pause
play
as
the-
long as you
The
want.
cricket noise or
That's
no?
cut. Other comments that I can't show on this computer because TikTok is wild. Nope, not this one. Where did it go? Where'd it go?
I don't know. I didn't close it.
No, not you.
Okay.
My computer over here. Yeah, so our the Mattel trivia question short that went out last Friday. Nobody anywhere commented on it except TikTok, and we have 2 followers on TikTok. So everybody else.
One of them is in this room.
Yeah, me.
4 people saved it.
4 people saved it.
Wow.
I don't know what they're saving it for, but they saved it.
So they could comment later when we say they're assholes. For
So, yeah, most of the comments was basically, if we scroll back here, TikTok. If we scroll back here, TikTok. Hello? Thank you. All right. What is the top grossing Mattel franchise based off of a cartoon? That's what everybody took. What's the word?
literally.
Yeah. So Barbie's not based off of a cartoon. Technically, none of them are. Well, yes, but Barbie never even had a cartoon. How
none of them are. Like Thomas and Friends is absolutely one that came off of
for sure
a cartoon. And He-Man was a cartoon before it was action figures, and I don't think it was a comic.
Yeah, this whole video is a mess. Consider this. The original Thomas was made with models. It wasn't animated. That's the argument there. So, I don't know.
But there have been animated.
They're inanimate objects that they made move and talk.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
A cartoon doesn't have to be animated.
Yeah, totally unrelated, but I know the guy who did the original theme song for Masters of the Universe, LOL. Cool.
How old's that person? Jesus Christ, that was like 83.
She had Life in the Dream House and Barbie and the Rockers, Out of This World, and Barbie and the Sensations Back to Earth on VHS.
Yeah, there's, what did we say, 40 animated movies for Barbie?
Yeah, probably.
There's also a video game.
Yes, I'm sure there is.
There is. Me and my cousin Karen used to play it. She was
if
like
you
a
go
secret
strictly
agent
off
Barbie.
of animation, which they consider Thomas animated, that would be number one. If you go strictly off of animation. Right. So, yeah, you could nitpick that. I'll give you that one. Actually, I mean, whatever. I thought it kind of sounded funny when I found the information.
Right.
So, like Barbie, really? So, I'll give them to him.
That's
whatever.
Okay.
Kudos to you for calling me out on a trivia question.
I like this person, Jay Awesome, who just commented their guess.
C. Which was what?
C was not Barbie.
Yeah. Well, no. A was Barbie. B. C was...
Too far.
TikTok, man, you got to work on your slider. Thomas and Friends.
Thomas and Friends. So C would be correct. Technically.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you, listener.
And
hey, but we got TikTok. The point of all this is that we had 850 views on TikTok after getting no views on 12 or 13 shorts.
That's what I forgot to mention.
So,
yeah, like 1 0 0 1 1 0 2 7 150 800.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We're getting a TikTok following.
Yeah.
We're in the algorithm now.
Hooray. Hey, YouTube, why don't you hook us up now?
You guys will still just have to tell us because I'm not getting a YouTube or a TikTok.
Me either.
That's fine. I don't.
We're all tech dinosaurs just trying to figure out the algorithm.
Yeah. Yep. So
Okay.
that is our listener submitted questions and stuff.
Is that a button?
Mamaluke.
Now, to transition to our first main topic, we have a Mamaluke.
And lucky me.
Yeah.
I got to sit next to him.
You weren't technically right next to him. There
Are
was a chair in between you and him.
There was a chair in between me and this gentleman where he decided to take a motherfucking nap.
In the movie theater.
And was snoring loud as fuck.
The movie didn't even start and he was
think he
snoring
was on
so
drugs.
loud everybody's like,
I think he was on drugs, like nodding out and stuff.
you could have had the couple that came into the movie 15 minutes late and then wanted to ask me to catch them up.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Hey, what movie is this?
Yeah, hey, what movie is this? When did it start? Is it any good? What happened?
That is funny.
I would have taken that over to the snooze fest next to me. kept looking over at Luke. I'm like, do you not hear that?
It was so funny, dude. I was like,
so
I wanted
loud.
to throw popcorn or something.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is I'm not even as mad at him as I am with the people that he came to the movie with.
That they didn't be like,
Yeah, like, hey, dude.
Yeah. Like,
He was
wake the
with
fuck
people?
up. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because those 5 seats were sold. When I bought our seats, those 5 seats were sold out.
Maybe they just let him sit there.
Maybe, I don't know. But if you let somebody sit there, you think you'd be like, hey.
Maybe he snuck in.
Maybe he was there the movie before the one that we saw.
He snoozed
was
right
already
in.
there.
The people that were asking me what the movie was about were sitting there bringing the movie up on their phone, and then both of them were reading the article description of what the movie was about and shit while the movie's going on. Like, it's 20 minutes into the movie, you know? Shut your fucking phone off and watch the movie.
then you'll know what movie it
Right.
is.
And then he's like, oh, sorry. And he turns the brightness down. Like,
Nice
I
guy.
would have like taken the phone and been like,
yeah, I'm not going to touch somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're doing a movie podcast or something, trying to get their research together.
Maybe they
In
should
the
show
movie.
up on time
In the
for
movie.
the movie.
Yes.
their podcast is in the movie.
So, yeah.
And we're here at the theater.
Yeah.
Hey, can you look up that article?
You know, I actually have a friend that we played kickball with. I won't bring him out by name, but he was actually thrown out of Spider-Man. He works for a hospital. And
Okay.
He was taking a phone call and text messages during the movie. And the lady beside him worked at the movie theater and went and got the security guard and had him thrown out.
Hmm.
And
Have you ever been thrown out of a movie?
Have I ever been thrown out of a movie?
Yeah.
Not for being on my phone.
Oh.
I just meant in general.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, for what, Matt? Spicy.
Getting into it with somebody else that was in the movie theater. But
Did you hit him?
no. Just grab them.
See, I knew it.
But so I see both sides of it. Like, he works in a hospital, but my whole thing is he should have got up and walked down
Yeah,
to
right.
the corner or
Right.
something to text back and forth or something like that. But he's just like, this wouldn't have happened if I would have been another race. And I'm like, really though? And like, he's like
Chinese.
They were like, just show us your phone and prove that that's the conversation you had, and we'll let you go back up. And he's like, you don't need to see my phone. You don't need to ask me questions or question my. And I'm just like,
Authority.
I'm like, okay, well, you can't sit there and be like, I work for the hospital. I could say that. You know what I mean? They're just asking you to prove you work for the hospital, and they're going to let you go back to your seat or whatever. But
He's just like the janitor who works in the kitchen.
I'm just saying, like, whatever the thing was, is like, it was like both sides were so extreme.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is such a bad thing. But it's just like,
Were you there?
no,
Oh.
no, it was streamed live.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wait, what? I'm confused.
as soon as he
Somebody
got
took a video
harassed,
of
he
it.
started streaming it live.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I don't know, but
Is he banned
what it
forever?
is.
Or
No,
okay.
he said he'll never go back.
Right.
Has he
But-
gone back?
I don't know. But I just thought that was
He's going to
interesting.
find a
you know.
theater where he can text.
We got people snoring so loud you can't hear it. And that movie was
Yeah.
quiet. There wasn't like there was a ton
Right.
of like music in the background or anything
Right.
like that, or like audio noise. There wasn't even like when they were in crowded places and stuff like that, like a lot of background noise and stuff like that. It was like a lot of quiet scenes.
Yeah.
And you could just hear that dude snoring and the people next to me talking like the entire fucking movie. And it was like, oh God.
You think it's just
So-
like a change in the like etiquette? Like, or do I just remember going as a kid?
I think people are just idiots.
And everyone was quiet in the theater. Is that just like a
100%. And the whole
mean,
thing is
yeah.
that people are movie theaters are trying to protect that, and they're putting up videos and stuff like that. And there's like a whole list of rules when you walk in to go
Turn
check
off
in.
your
that
phone. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, phones do not belong in movies. There's like 17 different videos that they play and stuff like that. Let
Drink
everybody enjoy your
Coca-Cola.
movie. Yeah. So, let me pour this water over ice noise and make you have to go to the bathroom immediately. Like,
Yeah.
but no, I mean, it just people just in general suck. I mean, both like I said, you got people that turn it into something else when they should have just had the courtesy to move. You know, you got the guy sleeping, you got these people show up late and then just start having a conversation. It's like, and I don't know. It's just, I still like the experience, but I don't like the people.
Yeah.
Like I miss COVID when you could rent a movie theater out, because I did that.
Yeah.
I would just go rent the movie theater out.
What movies did you do that for?
I went and seen Jurassic Park, and it was just me, my mom, and Claire.
Oh, nice.
And then it was always old stuff. You could never do it for anything that brand new that just came out. But I saw The Fifth Element. I rented it out for that. And it was just me and my friend. And then I know I did one other one, but I can't remember what it was.
I was going to say, did you ever rent it out just for me, myself, and I?
No, I wanted to, but
I could
just
see
like,
it.
Now I did. Okay. So the movie theater that we frequent has a thing where if you buy so many movie tickets, you get a certain level, a status level, and then you get discounts on your snacks and merchandise and stuff like that. Then you get so many free movie tickets a month. And then once you reach this platinum level, they give you 5 movie tickets and a discount. So you have to go to so many, buy either buy so many tickets or go so many times to the movies, which this year I've been over for months now.
Right.
We've made it in 5 months. So last year I was pushing it and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to make it. You know, I need 15 movie tickets or something. So they had a winter break thing for kids, to go see the movies. And they just played I think it was
the Lego movie,
Lego Batman movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I just rented out half the theater. It was $5 a ticket or something like that. And I think I rented 20 seats just so I could keep my platinum status.
Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
So is there anything above platinum, like lava maybe?
No.
Lava.
But I mean, you get 30% off your
Titanium.
concessions, and you don't have to pay any online fees or any taxes or anything like that. So it's it pays for itself super quickly.
Do you think they're going to have to make another level for you?
No, they're not gonna. They started doing badges and shit like everybody else. Like if you see so many comedies, you get a badge.
Achievements.
Basically, it's what they call it badges, but it's achievements that mean
gamifying
nothing.
Watching movies and
Is it, or
theaters.
do you get some kind of credit for it or not really?
You get the digital badge. That's all you get that says that you did it, but you don't get
How
any
many
extra
badges
bonuses.
do you have?
What's your Cinemark gamer score?
He's badged to the bone.
I have almost all of them except for I think 2.
Of course he does.
Yeah, there you go.
See, he's like, I don't care about those stupid badges. I have all of them.
I didn't say that I didn't care. Did I say that? I said you just don't get anything.
Oh, he cares.
So we went and seen Tony. Tony is basically, I don't know how the critics rated it, but it's the story of Anthony Bourdain's first summer out of college. I don't know why they picked this specific event to fabricate and try to make a story of. It's not super accurate. It's a tribute to him. It's not really a completely factual event of the things that happened.
It's almost like they were just trying to make a movie about somebody.
Yeah, and the weird thing is there's an Anthony Bourdain movie out, so I don't know why they decided to use him as the premise. They could have just done this. I think just saying it was an Anthony Bourdain story, just to draw people in, even though it's not an actually Anthony Bourdain thing.
Right.
I didn't look into it a ton. Is there any chance, did you guys do any research or anything on it? Is this something that he wrote in one of his books?
I tried to look real quick the other day, but yeah, I didn't see a ton of background information as to you're saying just why they wanted to make the movie?
Yeah, why the writer came up with this premise for it. I guess we should have done a little research. But
Well, what I saw was just basically stories which were featured in his memoir, Kitchen Confidential.
Okay.
But anything further than that, I didn't really see too many details as far as...
Yeah, there's really no, this is a true story. This is anything like that, so...
Who knows?
All right, so it had a decent cast in it of people who have played in different things. The guy, Dominic Sessa, the guy that plays Anthony Bourdain in the movie, I don't really know him from anything.
We were figuring this out the other day. I was like, what do I know him from? This is what I was thinking during the movie.
Me watching all the Christmas movies.
Yeah, it was oh, what fun. I don't know why that's what I remember him from, but it was probably just the first movie I happened to see he was in.
One of the sons.
He was,
One of Michelle Pfeiffer's sons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really recognize him from anything. Antonio Banderas is in this, and everybody knows him.
Right.
I'm sure that was the big name to draw.
Puss in Boots.
Stavros
He's old now, right?
Halkias has been in a ton of stuff, and he's a comedian. Amelia Jones, the female lead in this, she's been in some stuff. Nothing like super big, I guess. She was in the new Running Man, Charlie Harper winner, Cat Person, Fairyland, Lock and Key, which was a TV series that I saw her in.
Oh, okay, that's what I know her from then.
Coda, Nuclear, Incident in Ghostland, Brimstone. I don't know, but I knew her from that too. Was Lock and Key, and then the Running Man, and then
Leo Woodall. So, as soon as I said this to Luke when we walked out, he was the lead in Tuner, which was another mystery movie that we went and seen.
He has the same birthday as me.
What role did he play in this?
He is just a side character. He is like one of the cooks that leads Antonio Banderas' character, that leads Anthony Bourdain's character into a life of doing cocaine to stay awake on the job, and
teaches them how to get girls, maybe.
Yeah, kind of. He's like the mentor for having fun in the summer.
Gotcha.
Mentor.
Wingman.
Mentor headlands.
So basically, the way this movie starts off is that it very first starts off with the main character applying for a fellowship to write a book, and he is in this interview when the movie starts, and then they show his dad picking him up from college, and he's driving home, and he tells his dad that he already got the fellowship, and then they sit down and have dinner, and you find out that he doesn't have the best relationship with his mother, and the phone rings, and he picks it up, or his brother picks it up and then hands it to him, but so somebody doesn't correct me on TikTok. He takes the phone call, and he lies as he's getting the phone call because his mother can hear, to basically say that he did get the fellowship. And then he sees a girl in a bar that he actually had a crush on when he was in high school, and he approaches her, and he finds out where she's going for the summer, and he tells her that he got this fellowship and he's writing a book and yada yada, and tries to use all these like big words to impress people, and I don't even think he knows what the meaning of some of them are and stuff like that. And you can see it.
Providence.
You can see it comes from his mother.
Yeah,
like she's somebody that uses big words, or that's very well read, and they play off of that awkwardness because she corrects him in the usage of a word and stuff like that. So anyway, he follows this girl to where she's going for the summer. And what is it? Was it Providence?
I think that was where they were going, somewhere.
So he follows her to this beach town that she's staying at for the summer and stuff like that. And that's how the whole thing plays out. Basically, he gets caught in lies constantly. He doesn't even have a place to stay. He gets thrown out of a bar when he finds out that his girl that he stalked all the way out there is banging the pizza dude with the big dick. So he gets all depressed about that and gets really drunk, and he's in this restaurant, and he harasses the barmaid, and they basically throw him out. And Leo Woodhull's character punches him in the face and drags him outside. So he's sleeping in the gutter, and Antonio Banderas basically he's literally sleeping in the gutter. He's like laying in the gutter on the side of the road. And Antonio Banderas' character takes him to his house and puts him on a hammock outside on the outside porch. And then he wakes him up in the morning and he says, you know, have you ever worked in a kitchen? Do you want a job? Blah, blah, blah. And he like has him start washing dishes. And like he's going out every night with the Sal character, and drinking and stuff like that. So every morning, Antonio Banderas walks up and dumps water on his face while he's laying in the hammock, and then he takes him to the restaurant. But there's like, I don't even know why they did this, but if you're 1 minute late, he'll fire you. And they made this whole big deal about being on time.
Right.
And then they try to play it off about that painting, the meaning of why he cares about people being on time so much. So he has a painting of somebody that was doing a huge feast for, I think it was like
some sort of ancient
it was some
civilization
like
or something.
Louis the 14th or something like that. And he was supposed to make this big dinner for him. And the main ingredient didn't arrive on time, so the guy killed himself.
Right.
So that's his reasoning behind he wants everybody to be on time, or the reminder that everybody should be on time to the restaurant all the time. So,
very interesting.
Yeah. So, they have like a whole montage of basically him showing up to work and trying to wash dishes and not even doing very good at that. And then going out with this Sal character at night and harassing this girl or her boyfriend that he likes, and then going back and waking up on the hammock to a bucket full of water to doing the next day. And it's all just very rapid paced at that point of this is how he's spending his summer. And the time frame, like if you count it, like I think at one point it's like 7 days or something like that of just repeating this whole process and stuff. And then Antonio Banderas wakes him up and he's like, you have to go to church. And he's like, I don't go to church. He's like, I don't even believe in God. He's like, well, if you're going to sleep on my hammock, you have to go to church. And he takes him to church. And there's like a little scene of that. So basically you can just see that Antonio Banderas is like trying to take him under his wing and be a nice guy to him and, you know, teach him some life lessons, I guess. Even though this guy looks like he's fucking 30 and he's playing a 19-year-old. But so, that whole premise bothered me, and I think it was because he looks so old. You know, it's hard for me to just be like, you're just some kid, because he doesn't look like a kid at all. But
how old is he in real life?
I don't know. Let's see.
Not
available. Not
2002.
available.
He was born in 2002. So
so he's 23.
So 19.
But
close.
He looks way older than that.
He does.
Looks like he's had Anthony Bourdain's rough life. But so anyway, so it goes through this whole montage, and he and Sal have an incident because Sal doesn't show up to the restaurant on time, and him and Antonio Banderas get into it, and basically he fires him. And then so he starts moving up in the world, and instead of just washing dishes, he's shucking oysters.
Right.
And then he's still stalking this girl around the town, and he basically, while building this relationship with Antonio Banderas, talks him into letting them cook a special meal to impress this girl. And, this is spoilers, by the way. That's movie review.
I forgot to press it.
Yeah, we need a spoilers thing.
Spoilers.
So he ends up burning the restaurant down.
Yep.
I'm not going to get
While
into all
he's
the,
cooking.
Yeah, he's supposed to be cooking, but he's staring over the fucking.
So it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Yeah.
purposely burnt the restaurant down, but he's off in his La La Land like he is the entire movie, and he's
Making
staring
sure she
through the
likes
window where she can pick, where they pick up the food so you can see through the dining room, and he can see her, and she's like going like this, like it's good and stuff like that. And he's got butter and shit on a pan on a fire, and just it bursts into flames. And then,
is this the same girl he's been pursuing, or this is a different girl?
No, this is the same girl.
Okay.
This is Amelia Jones. It's the same character. There's no new women that we've mentioned.
Well, I thought you just said just a girl, so I didn't know.
No, I said the girl.
Oh, the girl.
The girl. The girl. Amelia Jones.
Just clarifying.
Yes. Nancy. Yeah. All right. So there's a little bit of foreshadowing. So earlier in the movie, Antonio Banderas says to him, so you've worked in a kitchen before. And of course, like I said, he lies about everything. He's like, yes, yeah, I've worked in a kitchen. He's like, so you know all the fire safety stuff and stuff like that. And he's like, yes. So he's burned in the restaurant down at some point. So what's he do? He's like, I got this. He gets a pot full of oil or water, and he gets a pot full of water and dumps it on a grease fire, and it spreads all over the entire oven. And then Antonio Banderas is like trying to get people out of the restaurant, and
I think I audibly said no, but it happened.
So he burns it down, and he walks outside. And Nancy's sitting there, and Antonio Banderas, Nancy's the girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas walks out.
Girl?
The girl.
Oh, okay, just
girl.
checking.
So Antonio Banderas is sitting like on a
ambulance.
Is it an ambulance or a fire truck?
Yeah.
But he's sitting there all depressed, and she's like, "Do you need to help him?" And he's like, "No."
Because he's a selfish little biopsy.
You want to get out of here?
Yeah, he's like, "You want to get out of here?" So now they're gonna bang. Yeah, because he burnt down the restaurant serving
He was a
her
badass.
lobster thermidor. Yeah. So she's like, hang on a second. And he's like in the hallway of this like house where all these girls are staying for the summer. And then she opens the door and she's just standing there buck ass naked, which they don't show anything. It's like literally just a shot. From
Is it buck or butt?
Either way, she's naked.
Well, I always say butt naked. Is it buck naked?
I'm sure it's butt naked.
Okay.
But isn't it a buck naked?
I actually think you can.
There's a buck
say
naked.
either.
I'm literally
butt
asking.
naked or buck
naked.
Naked in Thailand.
It's probably both.
People in Thailand do not walk around butt naked or buck naked in public.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Public
No, that's a good
decency
callback.
laws.
I like that. Hey, look, here's
Both.
buck naked.
It is.
I
It's
thought it was both.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah. I knew it. Why? I was just asking.
Buck naked is older.
Old book.
Dated back further.
Anyway.
This variant is newer because people likely shifted from buck to butt over time because butt naturally brings to mind a person's butt. All right.
Yeah. So buck naked is more of a hunter's term because I stripped the buck,
Okay.
the deer skin. All right. Anyway,
Back to them
So
doing it.
she's butt or buck naked. Nancy, just what we're talking
girl.
about and what's going on.
The girl.
Yeah, the girl.
Buck naked.
And then he's just like, yeah, I lied to you. I didn't write a book. She's like, I knew it.
I
He's
fucking
like,
knew it.
I'm just going to go. And he just leaves. And it's like the most fucking weird ass.
Because
Like,
he's
why
finally,
even make it a point? So
he's
got a
finally
conscience.
going to get with her.
Yeah. So now he's got a conscience. No, he doesn't because of the whole next thing that happens. So he decides he's going to leave there and goes and gets fucking wasted and ends up finding Sal working on the docks.
Right.
And they decide they're going to go to Antonio Banderas' house and rob him because he owes them. So he had a jar full of money sitting on a counter, which is already gone.
Yep.
And so they don't get anything. And then they come up with the idea, because of something that happened earlier in the movie, to have a clam bake or
Right.
whatever they call it. Like where
Yeah, it was a clam bake.
yeah.
On the beach.
On the beach.
To bring all the people
Antonio
together.
Banderas said earlier in the movie that everybody in the town used to come out to these and it used to be a big event and it was great and blah, blah, blah. So he remembered that conversation. He's like, I'm going to have a clam bake and we're going to raise money, but we're going to steal all the money. So then they say it's to save the shipwreck, which is the name of the restaurant that they
That
burned
he
down.
burnt down.
Yeah. He burned down. Yeah. And so the girl, Nancy, shows up and she donates her $5 and he's like, oh, I won't take it. They're handing out plates of food that are ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Easily $60 a plate.
Oh, if not way more than that. The lobster alone, like everybody is getting like a full-on lobster.
A full ass lobster.
And then it's got corn on the cob and potatoes and,
And they're only
vegetables.
donating
and stuff.
like $5.
And it's
Yeah.
$5 a plate. So, I mean, this takes place, in the past, obviously, but still, like, holy crap, the amount of food. Like, no one person walked out of there eating that plate of food, I don't think. Like, it was a mound of food like this.
Maybe
and they're just
since
like
it was
handing it out.
a charity event to help this restaurant, maybe they had all the food donated for free.
No, they stole all the food from the restaurant that was burnt down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
The restaurant he burnt down. They stole all the food out
Yeah.
of the freezer and stuff like that from there.
This was the mid 70s.
Okay.
So
and then he had his lobster connect.
Inflation of $5 from the mid 70s in Thailand.
how much was a clam bake?
In Thailand.
What is a clam bake in Thailand?
was a
You're gonna get
clam
something else,
bake
brother.
in the 1970s in Thailand.
Google's just like, what the fuck are you?
Thailand
looking
did
up?
not have clam bakes. No.
Not part of the local Thai cuisine
All right. Sorry.
or culture
70s.
in 1970s.
No Thailand. $5 to $10 a person. What?
It's fucking nuts.
Depending on the size and inclusion of steak or chicken.
So what's the conversion to 2026 for that same
Okay.
amount of food?
1970s to
6 pounds.
2026 inflation calculator.
6 pounds of food.
6 pounds.
Let's
of
just
food.
say it was $10 and we're going 19.
Well, they said $5.
It was $5.
75. Well, it said 5 to 10. All right. $5.
No, I mean in the movie. They said
$31
And it was
today.
So still,
1970.
I would so pay $31 for that
there's-
much food.
And there's
Right.
no way that you're paying $31 for that. You're getting a little lobster clump, 2 potatoes,
the amount of
and a
food,
piece of
I was just
corn.
like, that is such poor business. Like, do you know how much you could have cut those plates in half and like still sold it for $5 a plate, you know? So anyway, Antonio Banderas shows up and he's like, oh, you did all this,
for me.
you know, I can't believe you put this all together and you're doing this. And like Sal's like hanging out in the background and he's like waiting for him to steal the money and come. And he just turns around and looks at him. Because that's the look he had on his face. And then
The entire movie.
Sal just goes,
See ya.
after being this tough guy that was, you know, such a badass and everything through the whole movie, his heartless piece of shit and everything, you know, he's just like, and walks away. And then he gives Antonio Banderas the money and he writes him a letter to go to culinary school if he decides to. And he comes home and tells his mom and dad this whole story and why he wants to be a cook. And then he cooks something for him. And then they show him applying for culinary school. And
Yep.
that's the movie.
Yep.
So they drug that out to what, 2 hours? It was at least 2 hours, right?
Oh, yeah, how long?
106 minutes.
No,
Yeah.
not quite 2 hours, but it felt like it was 2 hours. Yeah, they drug this movie out, man. It was just, and here's the best part. It's not fucking true. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like somebody just took liberty with this. And
So what parts were true?
it's all up to interpretation. Like, so when we get to trivia, I'll tell you what the true story was
Okay.
of why he went into the culinary arts.
So critics are pretty high on this, and obviously it doesn't come out until next Friday. So I'm kind of expecting this to be high critic scores, low audience scores.
I think it's
Just
gonna level
because
out.
it's kind
I think
of
they're
like
gonna come
a-
down.
I think it was just like a, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Emotional, complicated.
Did you like the lead? Did you buy it? Like, I mean, he played a good piece of shit, I guess.
Yeah.
How about Nancy?
Nancy was the girl.
Oh, girl.
Do you think she played the right, like,
Yeah,
did well?
she was. Yeah,
I think she was fine. I think he was just so
Oh, you think she's fine?
miserable.
so fine.
so fun.
Yeah, Amelia Jones was fine.
Leo Woodall played a good drug addict piece of crap that worked
Yeah.
in the back of a kitchen. I bought that, but this guy was just
Stavros.
like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if he watched like Anthony Bourdain footage and that's what, but his posture when he walked was like over exaggerated, like how much he was hunched over and
Yeah.
different things like that. And I was like, I really need to go like watch an old Anthony Bourdain TV
Maybe.
show and see
Yeah.
if he was like that. Like, I know he drank and stuff a lot, you know?
And cocaine.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
You'll have to go back
He
to
bo-
the
he
Travel
bothered me.
Channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think his character, that way he portrayed it, was just
Nobody was going to believe anything that dude said. Like he
No.
wasn't a convincing liar. So like when he was lying to people and stuff on the screen, it wasn't like it was convincing or he could act or anything else. It was terrible. And it was just like, so I don't know how they were trying to get it that he was portraying these things and people were buying all this bullshit and stuff. And it was just the 70s and people were more trusting or something. But you know, I didn't like him. I thought the rest of the cast fit the parts and stuff that they were in, but it's pretty hard when the lead isn't a viable character.
Right. Sorry, we kept cutting you off.
What? You cut me off?
I figured it was just a snide remark.
Oh, no. I was just going to say about Anthony Bourdain. You have to go back to the Travel Channel to watch No Reservations in the Layover. Did you used to watch this?
No.
I did.
I was never a fan of TV shows about food and things like that.
I am.
So did he walk around like that? Was that like his real posture?
I wasn't looking at his posture, you know.
What were you looking at?
His pasta. I don't know.
Pasta.
But I just wrote that. I love to cook and I love to eat. I love ethnic foods, traditional dishes, and interested in the people, their culture, and the customs, just like he was.
Yeah, which was not in this movie.
Not in that movie at all.
Yeah,
it was about a girl and trying to impress her, and that's
It
annoying.
was about the girl, Nancy.
Wait a second, Nancy?
The fine girl.
She's so fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? What would you rate this?
If you're an Anthony Bourdain fan,
Yeah, no, I'm going to give it a 5.
maybe a 6. Otherwise, yeah, probably a 5.
Yeah, I'm going with 5.
If Mr.
So you
Tuner,
think if you are an Anthony Bourdain fan that
And
you would
this-
like this more?
no,
Do you give it a higher rating?
If this is like,
No.
Well, she liked it. She likes him, I'm sorry, and didn't like the movie. So I think the
I don't
supporting
know.
cast is the only thing that salvaged this movie to even make it a 5.
I don't care if Anthony Bourdain loved food or didn't love food, at least, you know, he's traveling and he's finding these places and he's getting to know the people and he seems interested in food. I don't care if this is before it takes place, but like he doesn't care about anything but this chick and trying to get laid. And then he fucks it up.
So
And
was
it's like, I lied.
Was Anthony Bourdain's like success all circumstantial like it was in this?
No idea.
So that's the real question is, you know, like, was he really such a piece of shit? And in all of his success and all of his fortune came from just being circumstantial to people taking pity on him for being a douchebag? Because that's how this movie makes it look.
right.
So I don't know. Like, I know he worked in restaurants and stuff like that for like 20 years before he found any success and actually got out and started doing his TV show and writing and stuff like that. So they didn't make it seem like that's where this was going to go. To me, I didn't think so.
Yeah, I feel like this movie was supposed to just be an idea of something that he could have went through.
Dumbest premise for a movie ever.
I know.
I could write a movie about Luke and I see him as a pirate, you know, and because I wrote it, you know, it's like,
And
I
it was Cape Cod where they were at.
Cape Cod.
Cape Cod. Okay.
I'm sure they said it.
Providence was in there somewhere.
But I did like
Provincetown.
Antonio Banderas' character. Like he was the chef. It was his little gem. And
That's what I'm saying. You buy
Just keep it
everybody
afloat.
else's story in this movie, but it was just like not the Anthony Bourdain character. Like
Right.
you could buy everybody else in the movie that was the kind of person that they might have been. That was the role. That
you
they
forgot
were,
to mention the tuner. What's his name? Sal.
So
What about him?
Every time he has sex with a chick, he takes a notch out of the wood frame of the door,
Yeah.
which is so
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
weird.
yeah, so he's just got like
And
a
then
jar,
a jar.
full of notches from the trim of
How
the
many
door.
how many
I
notches?
thought you were talking about figuratively, not literally.
No, he
how
literally
many
pulled a
notches?
pocket
Literally.
knife out and
Okay.
took a little notch out of the door.
How many notches do you think he had in that jar?
I don't know. This is like an M&M jar thing.
At
It's
least
like-
200.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means every girl that came there for the summer or whatnot, you know,
Right?
he was banging. And he was like obviously a douchebag and just picked up women super easy.
Right.
And it was like, okay, we're doing that.
Yep.
So, and he's another one that looks funny.
What the hell
Looks
is
funny.
up with
Yeah, I don't think
taking
he's
the
kind
notches
of a
out of the
funny-looking guy
wood?
that, you know,
That's
just,
so weird.
I mean, he's not like, you know, Ryan Gosling walking up to a girl and then just
Whoa,
picking her up
whoa, whoa.
instantly. You know what I mean? Or
You think Ryan Gosling is fine?
yeah, we talked about this. I said I could admit, you know, who was it that he got brought up last week too, didn't he? Or
No,
something?
it was when I showed you guys that little section of the podcast.
Oh, the guy that didn't like movies.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. But he liked the 2 Ryan Gosling movies.
Yes.
Okay. Barbie and Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. We'll call it back. So right, so that's all I got for that. You guys got anything more you want to add to
No,
this?
what'd you rate it?
I gave it a 5. So, I mean, I'm never going to go back and watch it again.
Nah.
So it's on the downside of movies. I watched it, but I'm never going to go back and purposely watch it again.
I don't like how he tastes.
You don't like how he tastes?
How he tastes her lobster and then serves it to her.
I know. And he told him to. He was like, here, take. There was a few things in that movie with kitchen etiquette where I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, it's the 70s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I'm sure there's bad kitchen etiquette everywhere, but like
all their uniforms were dirty as shit. Like I don't think they ever got washed. And then Antonio Banderas hands him a crispy, fresh white uniform. I was like,
the dishwasher next to the guy that's cutting open oysters. So there's also that.
Yeah,
like you would never have that in the kitchen today. I don't think.
Okay, here's what I really want to know, since I didn't get to see it. Was the food at least like?
Oh, no, they only had 4 menu items and it was basically fast food. So there was oysters and then there was chicken tenders, fries, and something else is all that they had. So the one special dish that they made together, they burnt the restaurant down.
Oh, no. And the best part was he had like a squid stew that he fed everybody at night.
Sometimes.
For like a family meal?
Yeah, like a family meal.
So like
thing.
you like food. Would you say this was not?
No,
this was not about
my favorite.
food.
My favorite food item about it or whatever
in
was
the movie?
This dude is weak as fuck, and they have like a potato chopper to cut them into French fries, and like
it's on the wall.
It was like a series of events until he finally was strong enough to pull it down.
Really?
Yeah, this dude's like
it wasn't like he was working out. He's just like, and now he can pull it down.
He's a big guy. Like he literally could have just held on and kind of squatted down and put it down, but it was just like
used his body weight.
I just imagine me and Virginia hanging on to that shit. You know, feet dangling. Like, are we gonna do it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've actually done that process before. It does take a fair amount of force to be able to smash a potato through a screen.
Yeah, but
I wish they would have done like a Rocky montage. Like
it kind of was. It kind of was. He needed a little more Coke and a little more hanging out with his buddies, and then he was able to pull the potato smasher down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody cheered when he did it.
So you heard it here. Now you know the secret to making.
He was part of the kitchen after that. He was one
French
of them.
Fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole crap. But that was in the montage of 7 days of everything repeating itself. So that's movie review.
That's
a signal that it's over.
The review of Tony. Taking a break.
Thank God.
Support for today's show comes from Prime Video. Looking for something great to watch tonight? Check out Prime Video from Amazon. With a huge library of hit movies, binge-worthy TV shows, and award-winning originals, there's always something new to dive into. From action-packed blockbusters to exclusive series you won't find anywhere else, Prime Video lets you stream at home or on the go. Plus, with downloads available, you can watch your favorites even without Wi-Fi. Start streaming today and see what everybody's talking about with Prime Video. See the link in the description or just head to mamalukes.net/Prime Video. That's mamalukes.net/Prime Video. Support for Mamalukes is brought to you by Aspire Drinks. Looking for an energy drink that doesn't give you jitters and that inevitable crash? Aspire is redefining energy drinks with a better, healthier way to power your day. Unlike most energy drinks that are loaded with excessive caffeine and sugar, Aspire delivers a gentle, balanced boost with 80 milligrams of natural caffeine, half the caffeine of most leading energy drinks. Packed with essential vitamins and enhanced with biotin and ginger, the benefits are a no-brainer. They're enjoyable for any moment, at work, the gym, or on the go. Order now with free U.S. shipping. Find them at aspiredrinks.com and use our promo code Mamalukes to get 20% off anything on your order. That's aspiredrinks.com and promo code Mamalukes to get 20% off your order. Welcome back. It's time for Sportsball.
Around here, we like to start with our Cleveland sports. The Guardians are the downtrend continues. They took 1 of 3 in the White Sox series. They took 1 of 3 in the Detroit series. Detroit has now passed them in the standings.
Yeah, they're 4th.
Yeah.
Not good.
Quan and DeLauder are still batting well.
Yes.
Which hasn't meant shit, but
No.
you know,
We need the whole team to
right.
do things. Foster Griffin got his first win as a starting pitcher for the Guardians, and call-up Angel Hanao continues to impress. Speaking of Foster Griffin, I saw this yesterday. He got interviewed the game after they did get the win against Detroit. Who do you guys think this guy looks like? Well, you guys just watched Severance.
Yeah.
Is somebody from Severance?
Adam Scott.
You're going to have to do a side by side.
Oh, man.
I don't think he looks like him.
He has
Maybe
his,
in the eyes.
He has
a
his
little bit.
eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
She has one with the beard because that's the only comparable one.
No.
Okay.
Not even a little bit. Nope. Nope.
I don't think so either.
Sorry.
I cannot be
This is the-
crazy.
It's his eyes.
You can be crazy.
A little
No.
bit. A little bit in the eyes. I mean, he's got those real dark, beady
All right, I'm
eyes,
dying
but-
on this hill. You guys are crazy.
I don't see that at all. And I remember how I was
play
like,
the clip
I
a little
am
bit.
so like, I feel like it's so off-putting, the guy from Severance. I don't like his face at all. This guy looks nothing like him.
All right, well, I don't
Anyway.
know.
I'm
Anyway,
going to disagree
I
with you
think
on
he
that
looks more
one.
like Peter Griffin than Adam
Ooh.
Scott.
they take on the Padres this weekend. Next.
So they're playing now. Live updates in the past. We are in the 5th inning, and the Padres are winning 5-3. And speaking of batting, Quan's 1 for 1, and DeLauder's 1 for 2. Quan scored a run.
There you go.
Still doing pretty good there. The Cavs released their schedule today. We were talking about that last week. We'll get that posted and put in the background that nobody can see later.
I mean, they're not supposed to be able to read the
I'm
schedule
just
while they're
joking
watching
around.
the
Calm
podcast.
down. The Cavs traded Dennis Schroeder for Trey Mann.
Huh.
Cut some cap space there, I guess.
That'll be like Schroeder's 11th team or something like that, I'm pretty sure.
And then they're rumored to be pursuing Jonathan Kuminga and Peyton Watson, as we talked about before, the guy from the Nuggets. Now they're adding Jonathan Kuminga to the rumors of who the Cavs are going after. So the Browns announced their starting quarterback for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson. Shocker. Till he makes it the week or the 4th preseason game and hurts his hamstring or ankle or something and sits out all season.
Ear bones or something.
But he'll get paid. So we were talking about baseball last week. We talked about how Skubal got traded from Detroit to the Dodgers. And we were like, man, that just makes it so unfair in baseball, you know? Well, since that trade, the Detroit Tigers are 10-3.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers are 4-9.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of funny how that
I mean,
works.
I thought for sure it was going to be, you know, the other way, but the Dodgers are shit in the bed here recently. So still in first in their conference, but you know, for them, they're playing bad. In the NFL, there's preseason that started this week. There's been a couple of games so far. Currently, right now, another live update in the past. Denver's blowing out Atlanta. Arizona has played 2 preseason games, and Jeremiah Love looks like a fantasy steal, I think. I think he's going to get a lot of freaking carries this year. And then, let's see. Mendoza had a good game to start for the Raiders. Actually, a lot of rookie quarterbacks have looked pretty good. Carson Beck looked good so far.
Right.
The rookie that's going to be the 3rd stringer on Carolina, he looked pretty good. I don't remember his name. But I guess we talked a little bit about that game last week because that was the Hall of Fame game before Friday. San Francisco did not play very many starters in their game. They actually had 2 quarterbacks that are battling for the 3rd string, and one played the first half and one played the second half. So Mac Jones or Brock Purdy, neither one of them played at all. They had a couple of defensive linemen that went up against the starters for Tennessee that looked good, like rookies that were run blocking or run defending very well, which
Right.
was a weakness for us last year. They also have this freak at secondary. That's all they're saying, because they don't know if they're going to put him at corner, safety, nickel, dime, or what package they're going to put him in. This guy's arms are freaking like Cro-Magnon man long. Like he's just a freak in size. I couldn't even pronounce his name
Show
if you
his
wanted me to.
arms.
So it's like a Cephas something.
Ephesians.
Prysock.
Ephesians
Ephesians
Prysock.
So he's 6'3", which is very big for secondary. That's a pretty big guy.
Yeah,
But he's
that
got
is.
this freakishly long arms. So everybody's been commenting about it. But I guess he everybody's hoping that he'll be like a big play. Like they'll be able to put him anywhere and maybe make an impact. Our secondary hasn't been great in years. Also in the NFL, Atlanta's James Pierce, who was their edge rusher. That's a pretty big name for them. He's suspended 8 games for violating the league's policy on personal conduct for domestic abuse. He was arrested Saturday for domestic violence. So I thought that was pretty big because he's a starter on their edge for them. Pretty good player too. I just like how they announce this now. It's like he gets suspended 8 games. He gets suspended 4 games or whatever, instead of like when Ray Rice did it, you're out of the NFL.
Right.
So now they have a standard.
It's too much of a norm.
Kinda,
Is that really it?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, there's
yeah.
at least 3 or 4 people every season that get in trouble for it. And then 3 of the 4 are usually thrown out because it's just a woman saying that he did something that they actually didn't do, or they get paid off. I don't know, one or the other.
Right.
So, but usually the case doesn't actually come to trial. But the league now, if you get arrested, it's an automatic suspension.
Right.
Which he might be able to appeal or something if he gets, it waived or whatever, but we'll see. And they're playing right now. They're actually the team that's getting blown out by Denver. So no big hockey news that I saw. I'm sure there's stuff going on in soccer. We'll just leave it at that. There's soccer news.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's a short one, but that's sports ball.
That's Sportsball. All right.
Luke's tech news and stuff.
Nailed it.
That was a great button push. Thanks.
So it's that time for tech news and stuff. All right. So, guys, we're on episode 30 of the podcast. We're 8 months in.
Whoop, whoop.
So our original plan,
That's
Let's-
a whole ass baby.
almost,
Take this baby to term.
right? Well, let's see. No, I can't make an analogy there. So we're 8 months in, 30 episodes in. We originally wanted to do this for fun. I think we do have a lot of fun. But I will say, it is, if you're trying to do this for serious,
For serious.
if you're trying to actually like do something with a podcast and like maybe try and make a living out of it, I guess we'll be the first to tell you that like unless you catch on somehow and the algorithms of all kinds pick up on you, it's really tough. That isn't meant to discourage, any of us to keep doing it. That's not to discourage you to do it, but
It's a saturated market.
it's right.
Everybody has a podcast.
It's a saturated market. There's lots of podcasts coming out every single day, every single week.
Can I just put in a little thing here, because I thought this was interesting. I didn't realize that this was as common as it was, but I learned about multiple people who now use AI to make a podcast. So
Mhm.
there are certain certain ones that you can put in information. So like you could scan an article,
Right.
put it in or something like that, and say, make this into a 2-person podcast.
Yep.
And it will. And a lot of people are listening to those,
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yep.
And it's kind of crazy because they have, that's so not only is it a saturated market, but it's like you can make a podcast in like a second through AI, which is a lot of people have enjoyed. So
out of us, the four of us, how many podcasts do you guys listen to regularly?
Like 5.
10-ish.
I used to listen to probably 4 or 5, and now I don't listen. I listen to hours.
Yeah, I listen to 1, and I just started listening to that, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's Sam Morrell and Mark Norman's podcast that says
And he
we
just
might
started
be drunk.
watching it on Monday.
Yeah. So I mean, like, we'll see if that even continues. You know what I mean? But I don't watch any podcasts.
Mm.
Oh, I don't watch them. I listen to them.
I don't listen to any podcasts either. So I mean, I know more people that listen to audiobooks than podcasts.
Yeah. When I watched the podcast that I watched. I didn't listen.
Right.
So
podcasts are everywhere. Where was I going with this? It's difficult. And just to kind of be 100% transparent with this, and I'll just tell you all right now because I was tallying up all the things about our own. So I couldn't tell you an exact dollar amount what we've put into the podcast. But let's just say at this point, it's north of $1,000. Between the ad revenue we've gotten from the audio form, the $0 that we've gotten from YouTube, which we're going to talk about in a couple seconds, the 2 or 3 sales that we've gotten from Aspire, thanks Aspire, maybe a couple random Amazon affiliate link things. Maybe just 1, maybe 2 sales from that. Like we're just shy of $20 in terms of like bringing anything in.
Not to mention time.
Well,
yeah, I gotta hang out with our friends.
Slow down.
Sorry.
I'm getting to that. We're just talking revenue. We're not talking about, the amount of effort it takes all of us to come up with topics.
Tech news and stuff.
I don't know why you did that. The amount of time it takes to make audio recordings of me saying button audio that gets misinterpreted as dick news and stuff. Okay, stop. Stop.
Let him finish the thought.
All the effort that we've put in everything. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying that it takes a lot to make the podcast, whether you're doing it for fun or not. I brought all that to light because how YouTube is basically doubling the monetization bar, and double is not a good thing in this case. So, all right.
When you say monetization bar, let's layman's term that for some people.
Sure. So if you want to apply to YouTube's partner program, currently it requires 1,000 subscribers and either 4,000 qualified watch hours, and I'll get to what that means, over the last year, or 10 million shorts views, qualified shorts views. I'll get to what that means. And basically, starting February 1st of next year, they're doubling those requirements. Not the subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, but now it's going to be either 8,000 watch hours or 20 million shorts views before you can be eligible to get into that program.
That's crazy. Especially when you give our numbers after 30 episodes.
Yeah. And okay, again, because of the way the algorithms work, or maybe we just suck, I don't know. We don't have a lot of watch hours. I mean, that is what it is.
So you have to have both.
You have to have both 1,000 subscribers
and one of the following.
So if you went in watch hours and you average our podcast to 2.5 hours a podcast, you'd be looking at 90 hours of content that's out there.
Just about.
And we have 385 hours of watch time. And
your sister is like a third of that.
Yeah, and so are we. Like, that's what,
That's
you know
true.
what I mean? Like, we sit there and watch the podcast every week.
If I watch it multiple times, does it credit that?
Here we go.
It might. Probably.
I'm about to just play it.
If you do it too much, though, then it's going to catch on.
It'll
And
bot you.
right. And then you'll not be qualified watch hours anymore.
What if it's her favorite thing to watch over and over and over again?
I'm just saying, so 90 hours of content. We got 385 hours of watching, and we're going to say half of that is us.
Right.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's already difficult, unless you're a famous person, basically, to get into the program, and now it's going to be double the requirements. And this is just to get ads served on your videos. It doesn't mean you're going to actually still make a ton of money just from that.
Are the people that are already eligible
so the people,
grandfathered in?
yes. So the people that are already qualified from now up until that date, if you meet the current requirements, you'll get in.
What's
we
the
got 5
date?
months.
February 1st, 2027. So yeah, now there's all these race to 4K, qualified watch hour campaigns that people are like, oh, I'm going to get my watch hours up and da-da-da, which good for you if you can, honestly. But it's discouraging in a way because obviously we're nowhere close to 4,000, let alone 8,000 subscribers. I mean, again, we had to pay for campaigns just to get even close to that number.
Thank you, listeners in India.
Right.
In India.
Well, that was that what was that short? The one about
Cars.
No, not the Cars one.
Paris Hilton.
No, what was it?
But that got us a lot of subscribers.
Right.
So.
Right. But even then, like subscribers, it's like you don't even know what that means, because if we have close to 1,000 subscribers, yet our average episode is getting 20 to 30 views, what does that subscriber number even really mean? Nothing. So I can't even like look at that anymore and think very much of it. So
we're not knocking it though. Thank you for subscribing.
No, yeah, of
Except
course
for
not.
you, listener, that left last week.
It says -2 in the last 28 days.
Does it?
Oh,
Yes,
You lost another one?
probably.
And another one bites the dust. And another one's
we're gonna have to
gone,
get a button for
another
that.
one's gone, another one bites the dust.
Copyright strike.
Oh, sorry. Hey.
So, hey, if people aren't watching our podcast, I don't think YouTube's
Fuck
even
you.
watching it either.
Oh
so
yeah, they are, because anytime I say anything, they want to ban us from
Yeah.
actually playing that episode. So
that's true.
Canceled.
That's true. So
maybe I'm the problem.
Say that again?
So maybe I'm the problem.
Oh.
anyway, all that to say, YouTube's made these adjustments. I think it's kind of just they don't want to pay people as much. And YouTube has gotten more popular over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. That can go both ways, I guess. But anyway, I mean, ad revenue, it's $9.9 billion in YouTube ad revenue in the first quarter of this year alone was reported to be paid to creators. So, I mean, it's not like, a small amount of money going out to all these YouTube channels. It is real money that people can make. But, if you're not getting those statistics, basically, it's like...
But isn't it still crazy, like, even once you have that eligibility, if you're like at that like base, it's not a lot that you're making, right?
It depends on a lot of things. Obviously, yeah. I mean, if you're averaging out to that many watch hours per year, which, more or less equates to however many watch hours in a given day or week or whatever you want to compare it to, yeah, you're probably only making a couple bucks a day, maybe. It also depends on like your niche, what type of advertisements. There's so many different factors.
You're just going to have to show your butthole.
I'm not going to do that. YouTube will kick us off so fast. But yeah, it's
What, Matt?
What if it's covered by ass bangs?
Then
It'll be even faster.
Sorry.
I don't even know how to respond to any of this. Anyway, I'm trying not to get discouraged by any of this, but at the same time, it's like, what do we got to do?
Well, I mean, we kind of went into this knowing too that we were doing it for anybody else.
Right.
We're doing it for ourselves.
That's right.
You do it for me.
I guess it's when we get bored of it because I never really expected to blow up and make it big.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, I never had that expectation either. But at the same time, you don't expect it to be, I don't know.
Buns,
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a basement podcast in Northeast Ohio with no lead in, no following, no nothing. You know, like if we could get one big person to say, hey, check this out.
one fat guy.
You know, one time. But yeah, I mean, what, we got to start making cards and hand them the comics at Hilarities and be like, hey, check this out.
Like
hey,
all the people on the
we got to
strip
make
at Vegas.
mixtapes.
No.
Hand out our our demos.
Right.
Play this on your
VHS.
DVD with your component cables, and the quality is fucking amazing.
Yeah. We'll get people that way somehow.
So, I mean, I also think like, all right, you guys listen to some podcasts. I'm assuming, listen to the one you do because it's a comedy one.
Yeah.
So
We just got to get
listening to the
funnier.
comedy. Like, why do you listen to the podcasts you listen to?
Because they're either talking about stuff that I'm interested in, or they are people that have some sort of reputation for something that makes them worth listening to, I guess.
We have no reputation.
And we're all over the place topic wise.
Not interesting.
I like modern wisdom because I like the guy's voice.
I think the biggest thing is
Well, Alicia, then why don't we have 1 million subscribers? We listen to your voice.
Can we tune our
Yeah.
voice? Can we auto tune our voice to sound like that guy?
Yeah, British.
I know that
accent.
I like to listen to like somebody from Australia. Maybe you could just give us a button that makes us sound like we're from Australia.
Exotic. We need exotic voiceovers. That's what it is. And then he has a lot
I don't
of.
want mine to be very racist Chinese.
This movie sucks.
Overtly. Just,
I have said since the very beginning that we should do an episode in our monster voices. We haven't actually done
yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. If we're doing that, we're doing it for us because nobody listens anyway. So
You never know. That could be the big start.
yeah.
yeah.
We'll have an end. But no, I mean, like, so I think one of the great thing about following stand-up comedians, and they start from nothing. Like,
True.
And they are just like
Poor.
constantly going club to club to club to club, trying to get somebody to recognize them, you know, moving to New York, working waiters jobs or, you know, some kind of crappy job and going every night to, you know, an open mic thing, trying to get other people to recognize them, trying to get an in,
Right.
you know, and they put in, you know, like Sam Morrell or Mark Norman, you know, they're 15 years into this and they're the young guys on the block. You know, 5 years ago, have you ever heard of either one of them? So 30 episodes in the grand scheme of things is not shit.
How old are you willing to get?
I don't want to live 5 more years personally,
Oh my But I mean, if our podcast never takes off, like how old are you willing to get to be like, I'm 69 years old in our podcast?
I don't know if we'll all be civil and friends and sitting at a bar when I'm 60. It's not that far off. I'm the old one, so
So true.
Yeah, you're almost 60.
I mean, she's going to be gone next year.
True. He's
So
trading
there's
me
going to
in.
be 2 20-year-olds sitting next to me. So
Like same chair.
Maybe that's what'll get our podcast
I
going.
bet you it probably will. No, probably the 20-year-olds I'm going to pull.
Oh.
I don't have any money.
Have any money?
It's not going to be high quality. I'm poor. But anyway, yeah. So no, I mean, going back to your thing, I just don't know. Like I don't think we were going to be an overnight sensation. You know what I mean?
Shit.
But, like,
I think this is just a really good lesson in remembering you got to do the things you do because
You want to do them.
that's right.
You
It's
do
not
the
for
do.
It's not for the fame. It's not for the whatever. It's because you just enjoy doing it.
Just do it,
so
Nike.
when we start to feel like
Copyright
we're not enjoying it, we'll just
Not a
stop.
sponsor.
I mean, yes, I know how much time and effort you've invested into this, so I'm sure you would have liked to have seen more of a return. I think I'm just a little more realistic in the fact that nobody wants to hear me stutter and speak poorly and ask bad Barbie trivia questions. Like,
I don't know. I have so many thoughts on that. I think you'd be surprised that there are entertaining things that you do say. But yeah, I think our biggest
I didn't know
weakness
he could
is
get
that,
big.
Yeah, I just can't wait to get big.
I mean,
In the bedroom.
I don't know if it's just like, it's a bias that I have, like just listening to our podcast, not watching even the video form, but I listen to the audio form of our podcast and I genuinely find it entertaining.
He likes
And
I
us.
laugh-
I like
laugh
to
out
think
loud.
that it's
He really
not
likes
just
us.
because it's us.
The quality's good too. I mean, a lot of people have said, "I cannot believe you guys have only been doing
that's
this
one
for
of the
less
number
than
one
a year."
things I
basement.
hear.
Yeah, and in the basement, like you've done a great job producing all of this.
Mhm.
So
But that's the thing. It's like
You can do all, you can do all the things.
we could put another $1 million of production into it and nobody will care
no, not,
because
not unless Logan Paul says that we're cool,
right.
or what's that freaking chick with the bows that she put in her hair that made it big off of YouTube?
Jojo
Oh.
Siwa.
Jojo Siwa.
Yeah.
Or we have some kind of scandal or something. I mean,
We're just not in the
Yeah.
occult.
we need to tell young boys that they can pick up chicks if they listen to our podcast and do what they tell us, do what we tell them to do.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I will not be
say-
talking to any
I
young boys.
love you saying that after you were like, I'm gonna pull great 20-year-olds. I don't have money.
So
Well,
he's
those guys
And
were
you're like,
full
listen.
of shit too. The Andrew Tate and them. That was
I
the
know,
whole
I
thing.
know, I
little
know.
boys.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, when I have not been on the podcast and I watch it, I really enjoy it. I
She
laugh
hates
out loud.
it.
Yeah. I mean, the point I was making there is like, I know there's something there. I think our weakness though is that we just don't have a niche. We're just all over the place.
I think it's that we just don't have the Steves.
Yeah. It's because we don't have Steve and Steve to, I don't even know. I don't know how different the podcast would have turned out if we did have them along with us. It would just be a completely different dynamic. I don't know.
I think we're finding a path though. I mean, we've pretty much got a general
Rhythm.
rhythm to what we do. We're pretty much like on par every week. We trash some A24 movie that came out or, or whatever the case may be. We get various different things, like maybe the sports update thing. Like, I mean, at this point, today we were down to 10 minutes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
10 minutes of the podcast is us talking about our local sports. I know 3 people that actually comment or talk about that, like Sean has made so many comments about it, but even like Sean stopped listening to the podcast
Mhm.
because he's like, my drive's not long enough anymore. And I'm like, it sounds like crack shit, but whatever. It's like, but I mean, we've gotten
Our friends
long-winded.
hate us.
Yeah. When I think
Friends?
about the podcast that I've
Sean.
enjoyed,
There's friends.
usually it's about 45 minutes.
Matt hates me.
And I wonder, I mean, if
But
somebody actually
again,
listens.
that's something super specific. So we're more of a pop culture type thing.
Yeah.
Gross.
Right. I mean, that is basically what we are. Yeah.
So, I mean, but we have a format. We've started to get comfortable with different things. We have inside jokes at this point.
Right.
There's callbacks and inside jokes and different things like that. I think we have a thing. It's just whether or not it's going to be marketable
Right.
But it's not going to be marketable until somebody else thinks we're funny, other than the four of us.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what it comes down to.
I don't think you totally change your brand to suit the market. Like eventually everything catches up. It's just like, I'm going back to comedy again. Anthony Jeselnik, dark humor. Okay. Very slow delivery. You always have to wait for the twist at the end. It's not many people's cup of tea. When he first started out, actually everybody freaked out because of the things that the topics that he went after and stuff like that, and his all he could do was write. And then people were canceling his writing and stuff like that because, they would edit it out of shows and different things like that because it's too blunt, too dark and stuff like that. He has a huge following, massive following, but he's been in the business for 25 years trying to get to that point, now where he chooses when he wants to do shows. He chooses when he wants to go on the road. You know what I mean? And he chooses when he wants to start doing theater shows and stuff like that. And whether his tickets are $45 a person or, $135 a person, he gets to pick all that kind of stuff. So it's just, I don't know what time frame you want to see something turn, but if you're looking for a certain result, I think we're going to have to set a goal. And then if we don't meet that goal, then we have to have a different conversation.
Right.
But there's nothing that we're doing that's so different or so spectacular other than it's us doing it.
Right.
That's, you know what I mean? So is it something that you want to continue to do, even though you haven't seen the result?
It's just, I don't know what we need to do. Do we just keep doing what we're doing and then eventually we catch on?
I think you have two trains of thought. If you like what you're doing and you believe in it, then you just keep doing that. We've changed a few things,
right?
And adapted. And I think that if you feel like your goal is like, if you like what we're doing, then you keep doing it because you like doing it. But if you feel like that's something like, again, you have a goal that you want to get to, if that's your aim and this isn't working, then you got to switch it up.
Right.
Rebrand.
Exactly.
What should we need to change the name of the podcast?
Yeah, like Bruce Jenner didn't pop until he had a pussy.
Yeah, he was only on a box of Wheaties and an Olympic gold medalist. But yeah, until he popped that pussy, it didn't matter.
So we need to call the podcast Papalukes. Is that what I'm hearing?
Maybe.
Papalukes.
Yep. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much we can change it because it does. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm not a very good actor, and it's
pretty
not very
set in my ways.
So.
Yeah.
You whippersnappers.
I'm not really good at anything. So
one of the first things that I said when we were even talking about it, just Matt and I said, I don't really feel like I have anything that somebody's going to want to listen to. Like,
maybe that's what we're missing. We're missing somebody
a
that
phone
has
sex voice.
to say that we want.
yeah, 2 20-year-olds sitting here. That's what you need.
Well, that's visual. Nobody wants to listen to a 20-year-old talk.
Yeah, probably not.
Matt's going to get
Yeah, but maybe if they can listen to you, since that's what draws everyone in,
Yeah.
and you have the
Daddy
20-year-olds, you'll be
issues.
fine.
Yeah. We need to get a 20-year-old TikTok star.
Matt's going to get 2 20-year-olds that chew with their mouth open, though. So don't worry, Virginia.
The whole time
he's
with
going to
gum.
love it.
I highly doubt he would get 2 20-year-olds that chew loudly.
He's like, fuck you. I don't want them anymore.
It means he would have one in each ear.
I know.
I'm deaf in my right ear, so I only have to listen to one.
Is that why you have me sit over here?
You're in fucking stereo, so.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
All right, Luke. What else is going on with YouTube?
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want me to run through all these other ones.
I want to talk about. I want to hear about the one. So
the one.
Yeah, the MySpace.
The one.
Oh, I didn't even put that one on here. Whoops. That's literally the article. I don't even have it here. What do you guys think? Who cares about MySpace anymore? Do you guys want another
social media
platform?
Go
ahead.
I want to get rid of my social media and I want to go outside and play with my friends.
All right. So no, You don't want this.
No MySpace for Alicia.
I would get rid of
Also-
all of them to go back to the original MySpace.
I would have like 4 friends.
No copyrights, play music in the background, change your own pictures. It's more like a chat site than it was like memes and stuff like that.
It makes me wonder if there should have been copyright stuff at the time with all the music that everybody had on their profiles and
Especially
stuff.
with like Napster and all that shit happening at the same time.
Right.
You know, I don't think I ever was on MySpace.
I don't think you're old enough for MySpace.
But were you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
you were.
I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Luke's the youngest.
Well, but Luke had a computer at like 8.
At 3.
3.
I know. I was 18 when I got my first computer.
It was like an insult. Excuse me.
We got it at the same time. We got
Right.
computers at the same time.
Luke was born
I'm
with a
15 years
computer.
older than you are.
I don't know what MySpace can really do differently other than if it is just literally MySpace as it was
What's some new tech?
with, a couple things tweaked to just
Yeah.
be up to standard. I don't know.
It wasn't even that great back then. It's just a nostalgia thing. They're
Yeah.
throwing it back in. They're banking on nostalgia.
Is this
So-
for sure happening, or it's like a?
It's just
They're-
an idea. They're still tossing. They've been trying to reboot MySpace since, I don't know, the last 10 years at least.
Mm.
And it went
Tom.
between
Bring back Tom.
Tim and Chris Vanderbook, and then like Justin Timberlake was also involved in there somewhere. But the first time they tried to reboot, I don't know. It's very confusing because nothing actually ever happened. So
Facebook shut it down. Zuckerberg got a hold of it.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Reddit.
Yeah,
We
I
don't need
know.
one more.
I don't need anybody else's opinions. Just our podcast's opinion.
It's just going to be the same people's opinions that we already have elsewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's literally all there is about MySpace going on right now. The two other things was Disney stuff. So we talked about Verts on the podcast. Basically going to be like the TikTok feed that's in Disney Plus with like advertisements about movies and shows of Disney things. Well, now Disney is giving TikTok creators official access to different products and things like Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and I'm sure other Disney things to essentially use those properties in short form videos to then show up in their Verts video feed.
Mm.
So
they're trying to get TikTok to do the work for them.
kind of, that's kind of how it sounds. TikTok creators who opt into the program will be hosted on both. Yeah, so their content's going to go on both TikTok and Disney Plus Verts.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just figured we'd cover that since we covered Verts way back whenever we talked about it, and now it's kind of coming full circle. Except now TikTok is in the mix.
Well, they weren't going to do anything with just Disney Verts. So
Nah.
getting TikTok involved is probably smart on their end.
You didn't want like another social media platform, Disney Verts.
Well, first of all, I don't even have TikTok. So it's like,
Right.
let alone need Disney's rip-off imitation of TikTok.
Maybe Disney should ask the MySpace people if they can make short form
Hey, there
content
you go.
My Disney.
for Verts.
Everybody just needs to go after TikTok.
My Disney
Take it
space.
down.
My Disney space.
My face space. I don't know. Verts.
I don't think we're going to go with that one. But
Talk Verts.
my Verts.
My
Vert
Verts.
space.
Space Verts.
Space Talk.
All right, what was the other one?
And the other Disney Plus thing is that they are exploring, quote, adding a free tier to Disney Plus.
Yeah, so they've really said that they're struggling.
Yeah.
Disney Plus is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like monetarily.
And you know,
even since their collaboration with Hulu and all that.
I mean, they bought Hulu and you can stream both things on the same app. So they combined the two. You think their viewership would have went up?
Even though all the 3-year-olds have iPads.
right.
Maybe
I
we
don't
need
know.
to get the 3-year-olds on MySpace.
Well, so their main competition is free to watch services like YouTube.
which is probably going to change.
Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, well, everybody, they got YouTube Premium,
Right.
so I think eventually everything's we're working backwards. In 5 years, everything's going to be like cable again.
Yeah. It already basically is.
They're trying. It's reverting. So
We still get one episode a week. We still get ads.
yeah, all these things with the single episode releases,
Yeah.
it's really
Limited
annoying.
series. No, that just means you're not pumping them out fast enough.
And
No,
you can
I mean,
have,
even like
Ted
Three
Lasso
seasons
is
stat. Doing one episode a week.
you have a Disney Plus subscription, you're still watching ads.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if they were to have a free tier, it would just be like limited content or like triple the ads, I
Everything
guess.
you want to watch.
I would assume that probably what they'll do is you can watch like season 1 of The Mandalorian, but you can't watch the most recent season type thing until it's been
Maybe.
out for so long.
I think based on
To
our
try and get you to actually watch it and then want to see the most current thing, so then
Could
pay
be.
to see the most current
Right.
thing.
I think that based on the comments on our Cars short, that eventually we're going to go so far back in time that we're watching TV on the old TVs
CRT
and putting
TV.
VHSs in.
We should know it's called a CRT TV now because we've only said it 10,000 times.
Right.
But I can't remember
Well, we're
letters.
watching
The letter
on
one.
8X
No
Zoom.
OLED.
Red, green,
No
blue.
LED.
Go
RGB.
Bled.
No LED TVs. Only CRTs.
No lead.
Why is it red, green, blue, but not red, yellow, white?
Because
Red.
Instead, it says
Those are two
compo-
different things.
No.
Yeah,
But
it
it's
still
called
should be.
composite, right? Isn't that what you said it was?
Composite is, the yellow, white, and red.
Yeah, so why is one the colors and one not? Is that what you're asking?
because that's how
I
they
think it should
distinguished it
be.
when they came out with component cables.
Because component cables, there's actually red light, green light, and blue light, and that's how the signaling is working through the cables.
Instead of one video cable, it's 3 video cables that use those 3 colors to produce the picture.
Right. And composite is interlaced.
No. I just want to know why they didn't name it red, yellow, white. Like
Because
red,
they
green,
didn't
blue.
have that when the other one came out.
It's not even
So we
named.
got lazier.
And it's not named after the color of the cable.
It's
It's
not.
named after the technology that's producing the video.
Red, green, blue.
Well, it's named composite and component. People just call it RGB because they don't remember the name.
Oh,
They're too close. They're too similar.
Right.
red, yellow, white.
I
RYL.
think that you should start that.
RYW. I can't breathe.
RYW.
Let's go back to 1990 and rename the cables.
I was one.
S
No, I think
video.
this is a new trend
Oh,
she's going to
that's
start.
totally different.
VGA. DVI.
I was one.
16-pin.
Coax.
How old were you in 1990?
Copper wire.
10.
Old enough to have to try and plug those cables in.
How old were you?
I'm not saying how old I was. I was old enough.
I just want to know.
Do the math.
I don't even know how old you are.
There you go. I like that. We'll go with that.
HDMI.
Old.
DisplayPort.
And trivia.
USB.
Jesus Christ. Happening.
USB-C.
Thunderbolt.
It's broken.
Lightning.
C cable.
Firewire.
Type B.
Fire wire.
Frickin' Mac users. Yeah, we need to take a break before I name more cables.
You're canceled now.
We'll be right back. Support for today's show comes from Audible. With Audible, you can listen to bestsellers, podcasts, and exclusive originals anytime, whether you're commuting, working out, or just relaxing at home. Members get access to a massive library across every genre, plus monthly credits to pick any title they want to keep. And with easy offline listening, your next favorite book is always ready when you are. Start your free trial today and turn every moment into a chance to listen. See the link in the description or just head to mamalukes.net/audible. That's mamalukes.net/audible. This episode of Mamalukes is brought to you by Wavedash Radio. If you're into video game or anime music, you should get tuned in. Whether you prefer the classics of Mario and Sonic, modern tracks of Halo or Kingdom Hearts, or the soundtracks of Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, and My Hero Academia, we've got a station for you. Featuring 4 separate stations, each with a curated playlist, you're sure to find something to jam out to. And the best part? You can listen for free. No strings attached, no asterisks. Just visit wavedash.radio.com to get started. That's WAVEDASH radio.com. Welcome back. It's time for trivia.
Question 2.
Question 2.
What did Anthony Bourdain take as a reason to start in the culinary field? So what was his reason for starting in the culinary field? Was it A, he started a fire in a restaurant while trying to impress a girl? Was it B, while washing dishes at a wedding, he heard the head chef having sex with the bride? Was it C, the uncle that he hated the most choked on turkey during Thanksgiving? Or was it D, his grandmother was his inspiration and he always wanted her to teach him how to cook, but she passed away before he was old enough to learn?
Is this real Anthony Bourdain or the movie?
Real Anthony Bourdain.
Real. Not Tony. Anthony.
What do you got?
I panicked. I picked B.
B is correct.
Good job.
Luke?
I panicked and I said, see the uncle choking on turkey.
Virginia?
I also said B.
Correct.
Did
So
you know
basically, out of high school, he was washing dishes for his first job. And that's actually what happened. The head chef had sex with the bride and he decided he wanted to go into the culinary
that?
life.
He was like, cool.
Yeah. So,
That's going to be me one day.
yeah.
Nice.
It'd be the head chef banging some bride on her wedding day. That's not his bride.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She was like, that food is so good.
Now that would have been an interesting fact to put in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Probably more than what actually happened there. So,
Agree.
all right, Luke.
Question 1. Back in 2017, when things were a little bit simpler on YouTube, what was YouTube's threshold before a channel could apply for monetization? Was it A, having 500 subscribers, B, having 1,000 watch hours in the past 365 days, C, 10,000 lifetime views, or D, 100 uploaded videos? Alicia.
Why are you guys picking me? I have D.
100 uploaded videos is incorrect. Virginia.
I stuck with the same theme and said B, 1,000 watch hours.
1,000 watch hours is incorrect.
Everybody picked something different for once. I said C.
10,000
10,000
lifetime
lifetime
views
So the answer is A.
is correct.
Matt's correct?
That is correct. It
Oh,
was
okay.
just 10,000 lifetime views.
I remember it being views that back in the day. And I
Right.
don't think that it was as hard to get credit for a view, which we didn't define, by the way.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. The difference between a view and a qualified view. So it's a little different for like long form content, like this podcast, for example, but for a short, this is a view. Oh, sorry. YouTube TV's doing something. This is a view. That's a view. That's a view.
Okay.
That's a view. That's a view. This is an engaged view.
Okay. Then how long did that take?
So for a short, I think it's like at least 3 or 5 seconds or something like that.
Okay.
Long form content, it's kind of different. I want to say it's kind of based on the total duration of the video and how long people stay to watch.
Oh, man, we're killing ourselves.
Like if it's like a 2-hour video and they only watch like 30 seconds, that might not count as like an engaged view. I'd have to look that up.
So does engaged mean qualified?
Engaged would be, yeah, qualified.
Okay.
I think those are interchangeable terms, at least in YouTube's terminology. So yeah, for example, the short that we have 30,000 views on, so 30.3 thousand views. But if we go to engagement, it's actually only 15.3 thousand. Half.
And how long's that? 29 seconds. So we we had 15,000 people that couldn't give us 29 seconds.
Well, so the average view duration on this is 26 seconds.
Which is almost the entirety.
I'm assuming that's for 26 seconds is the amount, the average for engaged views and not like the total. Yeah, I don't know.
And see, for a trivia question, I can kind of understand that because they stay till they get the answer and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, that was kind of, I was like, maybe I should start doing more shorts on trivia questions so they stick around. But this is just, DVD, Blu-ray stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. People like that stuff, I guess.
It's Lightning McQueen. So we either need Lightning McQueen to draw attention or we have to. Well, what was the other one? Didn't we put some scantily clad women or something on one of them that like we got a few thousand views out of?
The India views? Baker ads?
Yeah, Baker ads.
Yeah, that was the one that had the where's it at here?
The giant spike in India.
They're all Indian views.
Yeah.
But they were also all we did an ad campaign on that. It got 0 views. And then we did an ad campaign. And then all the views came from the ad campaign and nowhere else because YouTube didn't like it.
Okay.
Because Baker's ad. I don't know.
That was a funny one too.
Yeah.
It's a shame that didn't get more publicity.
Yeah. Thanks, YouTube.
Huh. Okay.
So there's that. That's it.
D23s this week. We can talk about that next week.
D23.
Yeah. That big Disney.
Oh, yeah. That was the thing.
In Anaheim.
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually tomorrow.
Yep.
We going?
No.
Nah. I wish I was, because then I wouldn't have to pay somebody to smuggle me a lightsaber from Anaheim, but
Smuggle.
yeah, that's what they call themselves, are smugglers. And
Is
I have to pay a smuggling fee to get
Is
somebody
your
to get me a lightsaber.
usual friend going for you?
Yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know if she would like her name called out into the world. So
Probably not if she's smuggling.
yeah. So, but she has a D23 pass. She's going to go in and buy limited edition run lightsaber sets. So there's only 1,500 of them. You can't buy them online. You can only get them from there. So in 2 months, they'll be $1,000 fucking on eBay.
Right.
Just like the actual 2024 Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber set that you still can't find for under $800. But it was $350 at D23.
I don't even know what D23 is.
It's Disney's like release of news for next year from Disney.
Oh.
Right.
So it's like Comic-Cons or
Okay.
E3.
E3,
Right.
but it's Disney's version.
Games Fest.
So I think
Or
it
whatever.
started in 23 and they just kept calling it D23. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, and it's in Anaheim and it's held right after everybody else does their big release, which they're part of because, they have Marvel and all that kind of stuff. And then they just do their own thing. So
Right. And that's all. If you enjoy the show, let us know if you smuggle lightsabers or are
at a discounted rate. Hit me up.
yeah.
Let us know if you should quit the podcast.
I mean, yeah, I guess any comment is good. Share, comment, and subscribe.
I'd like all 945 of our subscribers to come out and say, you guys should just hang it up.
Hey, if
Fuck
they
you
all
guys.
say that, we'll quit. That's fine.
Will we?
Because we finally got some engagement that was like direct.
Think about those watch hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
It'd be 941 of them unless we're telling ourselves to quit. Because we all follow it.
Matt starts making fake hate accounts. Fuck you guys. Matt sucks.
I see another comment here from Lightsaber Smuggler 005. He says, quit the podcast. Not mysterious or ominous or anything here.
Okay, bye.
Okay, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Disney Verts. You could find us there. Just kidding. We're not on Disney Verts. Mamalukes.net is our website and store. And
Papa Luke's.
Man, yeah, that'd be cool. I could get papalukes.net or maybe papalukes.com and then have an argument with a guy that's like, oh man, I'd like make so much money off of my domain name, papalukes.com. Who the hell's going there?
Can he Papa Mats or something?
No, because you're mama.
Oh,
So what does that make? That's got to be what, Papa Alicia's? You're Papa?
No.
You're Alicia?
no,
Papa
it
Alicia's.
could be Papa Matt's, Alicia's Papa.
What the fuck?
Hey, if he's Mama,
She's pasta.
why
We're
can't
gonna-
you be
we're gonna
Papa?
Why do I gotta
Pasta
be
Mats.
Papa? All right, I'm gonna go out for the milk and not come back.
Dang. All right. See you next time. Bye.
No, because I won't be here.
Bread, milk, and cigarettes.
Ta-ta.
See you guys next time.
Don't steal my thunder.
Why?
You keep saying you're me and doing
Oh,
my
man.
sign-offs. Oh, Virginia.
Ta-ta.
Virginia. It's our first day.
I'm new here.